Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Welcome to the Alt StarCraft Novice Arena Semifinal Game 2 versus Dragon and JediMCJ. It will be a ZVP played on the Shattered Temple, one of my favorite maps. And with me, I have the awesome and incredible Knack. How you doing, Knack?
Doing real well. I'm actually pretty pumped for game number 2. I really want to see Jedi get control of his build order here, kind of knock some jitters out of his gameplay here, and come back in a big way in game 2. I'd love to see the ace match between these guys. But Dragon did show a lot of strength there. I thought that he macroed very, very well. He didn't make tons of errors, and I think that's what it comes down to at low-level play is who makes the fewest errors early in their game. And so I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite right now, I think it would probably have to be Dragon. What would you say?
I would probably vote likewise. I am a Protoss player at heart, but still, Dragon showed incredible skill in the last game, and Jedi showed Jedi showed that he knows what he's doing. He just needs more practice at timings, and timings are everything in this game.
Right.
So hopefully Jedi can make a comeback, and we can see this. If you did miss the first game, Dragon did defeat Jedi. So right now, Dragon is up 1-0. So let's see how this game rolls.
Yeah, that's always a nice position to be in a best of 3 is up 1 game. I mean, this is the match point for Dragon. We always got to remember that, even though he's only up 1 whole game, right? Well, that's half of them. So, but the gateway going down here for Jedi, and he is going to wall this off. But I don't know if he can wall this off correctly. I think that pylon's misplaced.
I think he can. Yeah, you might be right.
We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be close. But
it does take practice to learn how to wall off as a Protoss player. SimCity for a Protoss player is really everything, because it's required in Zerg, so in PvZ so heavily.
Right.
We all know our Protoss favorite Naniwa is probably one of the best SimCityers in the world, and this is interesting. Another gateway before his cyber core. What do you make of that?
I'd say a big mistake. If he's going for a 2-gate rush, he should have these down a lot sooner. This is way late if he's going for a rush, which I don't think he's doing here. I think what he's doing is just making a large error, and this is really going to put him behind. Really going to put him behind here.
Well, I know 2-gate can help defend against a 6 pool.
Yeah, but not this late. Not this late in the game.
Yeah. Not a 6 pool at all.
Yeah, it's not a 6 pool. He scouted it. He's got no reason to be putting down a second gateway right here. None at all. He does need to take his gas and start teching up, because he's not going to be able to win this game with just zealots.
Yeah, he really needs to put down his cyber core now. Like, now. Come on, Jedi. Now.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon. I mean,
yeah,
he could potentially send over some and take out maybe this natural, put him back on even footing. But that, like I say, he's not gonna be able to win the game. And I feel like if Dragon plays his cards correctly, even after sacking 1 base, he can back up to his main, and he should be in just fine shape. But Jedi chrono boosting out zealots here, and I disagree with this. I really feel like Dragon should be prepared. Now, it turns out that Dragon actually isn't prepared, especially having scouted it. He should be, but so I mean, these zealots are going to do more damage than what they should be doing.
Indeed. I just checked the EPM, which is this. It should be the effective actions per minute, but it's not. It's reversed right now. So right now it's the spam button. And the amount that Dragon is spamming right now is insane.
Yeah.
He's spamming approximately 225 actions per minute. That's crazy high.
Right. And it looks like the queen here is going to go down, but she stalled long enough to allow the spine crawler to almost get up. The spine crawler's getting focused down there. So this is good focus here from Jedi, and if he's lucky, he'll be able to take this game down, but quite honestly, he shouldn't be able to. I mean, Dragon should have been better prepared for this.
Definitely. We had a full scout on what was going on, and have we even dropped a cyber core yet? Oh my goodness, just now. Oh dear.
Yeah, and he still needs to consider walling this off. I mean, he's really making an error by not walling off here, and it's going to come back to haunt him, especially because, well, his attack was held off. Dragon did hold on to his natural. He didn't even have to sack the natural. He produced just the right amount of lings. And going for a counterattack here is the right idea. Looks like he's going to go ahead and move in and hit the supply lines. I love this play from Dragon.
He does pull all of his probes, but it might just be, ooh, gets a nice little surround on some. He's going to lose at least 3, maybe 4, maybe more than that. But just to put in perspective for all you Protoss players out there, it is the almost 7:30 mark. The warp gate should have been completed. Is he targeting down his own Nexus?
Yes, Jedi was attacking his own Nexus there. And Jedi is losing so much mining time here, he's going to find himself in really big trouble. Notice that Dragon's got his natural up and running in a very big way. Check the units tab. 32 drones to 20 probes. I feel like Dragon's already won this.
Oh yes, I would agree. He hasn't. The warp gate has just started, and as I was saying before, I was interrupted about, because someone was targeting down their own Nexus.
Yeah.
The warp gate should be completed around the 6 to 6:30 mark in a game, and it's now the 8:30 mark, and it's not even halfway done.
Right, yeah, he's way behind on this cyber core. Even if you're going for 2-gate pressure like that with the rushing zealots, you should be able to have it out sooner. You can't just do that forever and ever. You have to be macroing up behind that. And quite honestly, done correctly, it's actually a good economic play to put on 2 gateway pressure. But right now he's trying to take an expansion that he does not need. He's not even fully saturated in his main right now. So he doesn't need to take an expansion. What he needs to do is get out a couple more units and start beefing up his unit production capabilities. He's getting his robotics out, which I don't blame him there. But this is not the right timing for taking an expansion and getting out a robo.
I would have actually canned the expansion and maybe gone for maybe a gateway or 2 more, just for the sole fact that he is so far behind that another gateway, at least 1, would actually help him out a bit. And,
yeah, exactly.
For a observer first.
Actually, I don't think I would have sacked the Nexus. I think what I would do is trade the robotics for another gateway. And he's tossing down 2 gateways right now, and he can't afford these. He cannot afford these. This is putting him all in at this point. He's really going to find that he just doesn't have the minerals to produce off these guys. And his warp gate technology is finally complete here, but he's working on an observer, and quite honestly, he doesn't need a scout out. He needs damage control. He just needs some fighting units.
An immortal.
Yeah.
He needs at least an immortal, and if he starts making immortal now, he's going to miss rally. That's a common error made by low-level players, is that they've rallied their robo out to the end of the base, then they go to make an immortal, and off it goes running across the map and dying. Oh, right. Well, he actually does. Okay.
Oh, he switched it. Good for him. But yeah, now 2 more gateways going to be out on the field, and like I said, he can't support this kind of production. He is trying to get his second base up and running and not being super successful doing so. And here comes a lot of lings. They're going to rip through this army, I'd say, pretty good. I think that Jedi has got enough to kill these guys off, but I love this play from Dragon. He's going to go hit the mineral line.
And a robotics bay coming down. That's he cannot afford that.
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. If he was going to do this, he should have been shooting for the 14-minute mark on that, which is standard to begin with, especially considering that he's coming from behind here. And the lings come in, they do the damage that they needed to, and they back out. Beautiful play there from Dragon. He's going to keep Jedi stuck, while Dragon's able to macro up and grab the unit composition that he wants, and that's going to be some infestors here. I like this play. I love it from him. I think Dragon's controlling the game, and that's exactly what a Zerg player wants to be doing. And Jedi, while it is an okay position for a Protoss to play reactionary, he's playing reactionary to the tune of, okay, I just lost my entire economy. How do I react? And
yeah.
The answer is never good. And so producing probes, yes, that's what you have to be doing, but he's so far behind in his economy right now. He's back to 20 probes, just barely back to 20 probes.
And he's getting extended thermal lance. This is not something you need right now.
Nope. And here comes your infestor hit squad, if you will. These guys are going to go ahead and annihilate. Oh, good. Here comes the observer. It's going to kill these guys off.
Wow. Good little spot out, but I would be focusing more on the infestors. Oh, wait.
Yeah, he needs to focus them down as quickly as he can. And looks like he does get the kill on all of them with no damage done there from Dragon. So that is actually a big loss there for Dragon. Dragon going to be more careful in the future with his infestors while they're moving around burrowed underneath observers. So smart move there for Jedi to mix an observer into his army.
And he's got another observer sitting at a very useful spot, which will show if any ground units are coming running out towards his base. That's a good idea, actually, sitting right there, as he's going to see this entire Ling wall just rush across the map. So now he has an idea of what's heading his way, quite possibly. And yes, he's going to beeline straight for Jedi's natural. Oh, maybe we're going to stop.
Yeah, he has to wait. Now, if he moves in with just Lings, then he's making an error here. And see, that's what he's doing. He's gonna lose his Lings here if he's not careful. He really needs to wait for his infestors. Fungals are a must in this current situation because that many zealots will obliterate these Lings. And here comes the attack. I think the Fungals are what the key is, and he's way late on Fungals right now.
And some drones are coming into this fight. I wonder there.
Oh, Neural Parasite on the Colossus.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I actually have not seen that in a long time. Brilliant. Wow.
And once more. That's a nice trick. It's nice to see guys using those very, very effective spells. And he's cleaned out the natural in this meantime. And I think that Jedi should be able to hold on to his main for the time being. But I don't know. It's close. It's iffy.
Oh, if he loses that Colossus, that's huge.
Yeah. And the Ling's now going to do their job. Dragon's so smart. He's playing very smart right now. Ling's...
He's not playing like a silver player. He's playing like a diamond player at this point, man. He's doing pretty well.
Well, I'd say he's playing well for himself. I wouldn't necessarily go so far as to say that, but I mean, he's definitely making smart moves. He lost a lot of infestors there for no damage. He could have done some better micro there, and I mean, there's some things that he can learn, and I guess we need to be giving Dragon just as much feedback as we are giving for Jedi. But Dragon, I think, has done really well. I mean, he should be pleased with how he's playing in this game. It looks like he's going to take down the win here 2-0.
Definitely, and this Colossus has really been more of a hindrance to Jedi than it has been of any use.
Yeah, well, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, Dragon is floating a lot of minerals. Got to stay up on top of your inject cycles. And he would have been able to obliterate the space if he was on top of unit production while he's attacking. It's tough to do. It's something that must be learned. But inject cycles while attacking and unit production while attacking is definitely the kind of multitasking that will set this guy apart. And I think with his metagame and macro ability, this guy will definitely be at least a gold player if he does learn a couple of those things.
Definitely. Zerg is the hardest race to macro, and GG out of Jedi, and Dragon is our first of 2 finalists, and we shall see you in the next match, ladies and gentlemen.